Hello, students. In this session, we will be discussing the area of the circular sector. What is the circular sector? The circular sector is a region of a circle enclosed between two radii and an arc. And the area of the circular sector is proportional to the angle formed by the radii at the center of the circle. If we looked at this circle here, you know that the area of the circle is pi r squared. What is the area of the circular sector? Because the circular sector, its area is proportional to the area of the circle, proportional to the angle here, the central angle here. So we can find the area of the circular sector by using this rule. It's x degrees over 360 multiplied by the area of the circle. And why did I use this rule? Because this circular sector is apart from the circle, as you see here. So we need to find the ratio from the circle. How can we find the ratio that circular sector takes from the circle? We will use x degrees over 360 because the measure of the whole circle is 360. So the area of the circular sector is x degrees over 360 multiplied by pi r squared, which is the area of the circle. And you know that x degrees equals theta radian multiplied by 180 over pi. So we can substitute x degrees as theta radian. We can write instead of that theta radian multiplied by 180 divided by pi. So I wrote instead of x degrees theta radian multiplied by 180 over pi because x degrees equals theta radian multiplied by 180 over pi. And we will write all the terms in this rule, which is 360 at the bottom here, multiplied by pi r squared. Then tied it up by cancelling pi and pi, and 180 divided by 360 equals half. So we can write it as half theta radian r squared. So what is the area of the circular sector? We have two rules till now. The first rule is x degrees over 360 multiplied by pi r squared, or half theta radian multiplied by r squared. We have studied before that theta radian is the radian measure of the central angle, and the measure of the central angle in radian equals L. What is L? The length of the opposite arc here. That's L. Divided by radius. So we can substitute it. It's 1 over 2. Instead of theta radian, we are going to write L over R multiplied by R squared. Cancel R, and here we have R squared. It's R multiplied by R, so we cancel one of them. We ended up with half L R. So the area of the circular sector can be found by using one of these rules. Rule number 1, it's x degrees over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. The second rule is half theta radian multiplied by r squared. The third rule is half LR. L is the length of the arc. What is the perimeter of the circular sector? Perimeter of the circular sector. The perimeter of the circular sector equals, we have here R, and here we have R. So it's 2R plus L. That is the perimeter of the circular sector. Remember, it's important to always use the same unit of measurements, both the radius and angle, when calculating the area of the circular sector. And I encourage you to pause the video and try some practice questions for moving on. When you are ready, come back and check your answers against me.